Hello and welcome to Scoping Out Tools, and it's going to be a crafting video today, so let's turn this bit of maple into a couple of keyrings. So I've done a bit of measuring, and the one that is going to be arrow shaped is 60 plus 4mm of the thread on each side, and the one which has a carabiner is 60 with 6mm on either side. This one is 1.8 in diameter. This one is 2.5 in diameter, so I could always use a 3mm drill. However, I'm also considering that maybe I drill it with a larger hole, which would still fit the end caps, and that is about 5.5. So if that's 5.5, I could drill it in 6, and then I can actually load it on to the piece, and that might be a little bit of another option to try it. Now, the bit of wood that I'm going to be using is a pen blank that I got from Nash Woodcrafts. I got a load of pen blanks from them, but spent about £20–30 and got different ones, and this is about 15 long, or 150 long if you will, and that would then mean I could do my 260s plus a little bit of the tolerance, and from that I should be hopefully able to create two keyrings. This is the chuck that I had bought at the charity shop a little while ago, and I've just put in one of the blanks, and I'm just drawing it with the Jacob chuck on the other side, moving it forward, and then using the extender. I typically hold in the Jacob chuck just to actually make sure it doesn't spin itself in case it catches. Now I'm just deciding that I'm just going to be doing a relatively simple shape to it. This is my first time using the mandrel, and I'm just taking the skew. Obviously, my technique, I've not had any lessons. I'm just doing it what sort of like feels right. This is a very small skew. I found a greater control with the bigger one, but the 1 inch one is just a little bit too big for it. But yeah, so I just decided that I just do a simple shape, and then decided for the next one, which I'm going to show more of the full process, um, was I thought I'd do a little bit more complicated, playing about with different spindles. So same thing, loading up the blank, drilling it through, and you just move it back and forward little by little, removing any excess just to stop any burning and or overheating of the drill. And then once you're happy, you get the nice little hole all the way through, which I probably should have slowed it down so you could actually see the hole, but trust me, there was a hole through, because as you see when you put it on the mandrel, obviously the pin goes straight through it. Now, this is the first time that I've really used the mandrel, so I didn't really know how to actually position it. So you'll see that sometimes the wood is actually stopping. And at first I thought it was maybe I could do with resharpening the chisel, but after trying it with the skew and it just not getting all these pauses, I realised I didn't have it in the right position. So see, I'm just trying another one. So this is when I realised, no, this isn't sitting right. So stopped, and I've uncaught it, and then realised that I could actually push the um, the actual rod part in a little bit further, and then use two wrenches to actually screw it in place. And that almost immediately felt better. See how much easier that's cutting. So I've rounded it off, and then this is me just getting little bits back and forward with it. And then I decided to use my very thin detail gouge, and it's the first time really using this one. So I had sharpened it. I've got a little bench grinder or not bench grinder, the other one, the belt sander. And I just do it freehand. I haven't bothered about reproducibility. I'm just using the philosophy of sharp enough is good. And so all I'm doing is I'm just like adding in little bits of detail. Again, I don't necessarily know the right position to have it, so I'm just playing it around just to see where I can. But what I probably hadn't done was I hadn't fully rounded it off, and so this is me just going back and just getting it a little bit straighter. But wood turning is very, very forgivable. So if you make mistakes, it's easy enough to sand it out. If the shape isn't what you want, you carry on and it becomes something. And that's a great thing. There's um, it's not intimidating like a measurement thing can be. It's just like it's quite organic, if you will, of just how the motion. And yeah, it's just a really nice to work with. So just finishing off a bit of sanding. Obviously, I've got my mask on and visor, just to avoid any thing flying off. And then this is this friction polish that I bought at the Weird and Wonderful Wood, and it actually works really nicely. So I just pop it on, and then after it, I just polish it until I get it to the shine that I want. It was really nice to use, very simple. I think it's a shellac, and that is it. And that was just a couple of hours playing on the lathe, and I got a couple of keyrings. So as I mentioned, I got these out of Temu. I think it was about £4 for a pack of 20 of these, £5 for a pack of 20 of the carabinas. The little wood blank I got was £1 from Nash Woodcraft. So yeah, it's a nice little project just to play with in the afternoon. Anyway, thanks very much for watching Scoping Out Tools. Bye for now.